Most people use Washington quarters every day without knowing their real value, but some of these small coins can be worth serious money in today's market. In this video, we break down Washington quarter dollar coins from the United States, including P, D, and S mint marks, silver versus clad types, and how condition completely changes their price. Let's find out which quarters are only worth 25 cents and which ones could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let's get started. First up, the Washington quarter dollar coin from 1965 holds a special place in United States coin history because it marks a major transition period when silver was removed from circulating coins. And this change created a new era for American currency, and collectors today still look closely at these coins, especially those without a mint mark in nice condition, because they can carry significant value. In 1965, the United States Mint stopped producing quarters made from 90% silver and 10% copper, and instead introduced a clad composition made of copper and nickel. And this shift happened due to rising silver prices and a nationwide coin shortage, which forced the government to rethink how coins were made and distributed. The Washington quarter itself was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, and the design became so popular that it continued beyond its original commemorative purpose, and by 1965, it was already a familiar and widely used coin across the country. One unique feature of the 1965 quarter is the absence of a mint mark, because during the coin shortage, the mint removed mint marks from all coins produced between 1965 and 1967 to discourage hoarding, and this means that coins from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco all look the same, making identification more challenging for collectors. The obverse of the coin features a left-facing portrait of George Washington with the word Liberty above his head, and the phrase "In God We Trust" to the left, while the reverse shows a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings clutching arrows and olive branches, symbolizing strength and peace. Another important detail about the 1965 quarter is its clad structure, which consists of a pure copper core sandwiched between outer layers of copper-nickel alloy, and this gives the coin a distinct edge appearance with a visible copper stripe. Unlike the solid silver coins of earlier years, collectors often search for 1965 quarters in high-grade condition, because coins that were not heavily circulated can still display strong luster and sharp details, and these qualities significantly increase their desirability and potential value in today's market. The rarity of a 1965 quarter without mint mark in nice condition comes from the fact that most of these coins were used heavily in everyday transactions, and finding one that has been preserved well without scratches, wear, or discoloration is becoming increasingly difficult over time. Another factor that adds to the uniqueness of these coins is the possibility of errors, such as double strikes off center designs or planchet issues. And while these are not common, they can greatly increase the value of a 1965 quarter. When discovered by collectors, the current market value of a regular circulated 1965 Washington quarter is usually around $1 or slightly higher depending on condition, but coins in uncirculated or mint state condition can reach values ranging from $10 to over $100 for exceptional examples that achieve very high grading scores from professional grading services. The value can climb even higher, sometimes reaching several $100s, especially if the coin shows strong original luster and minimal imperfections. Collectors also pay attention to the strike quality of the coin, because a well-struck 1965 quarter will show clear details in Washington hair and the eagle feathers, and this level of detail is not always present due to high production volumes during that year. The demand for these coins continues to grow as more people become interested in coin collecting and historical currency, and the 1965 quarter represents a turning point in American coinage, which makes it appealing both as a collectible item and as a piece of history. Another reason for the increasing value is the nostalgia associated with older coins, and the idea that even a common-looking quarter from decades ago could hold hidden worth encourages collectors and enthusiasts to search through their collections carefully. In conclusion, the 1965 Washington quarter without mint mark in nice condition stands as a unique and historically significant coin with growing value in today's market, and its combination of design, history, composition, chain, and collector interest ensures that it will remain an important piece for coin enthusiasts for years to come. Next up, Washington quarter dollar coin from the year 1966 of the United States is one of the most interesting pieces in modern coin collecting history, and it continues to attract attention from collectors around the world because of its unique background and long-standing presence in circulation. This coin belongs to the famous Washington Quarter series, which was first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington. And by 1966, the design had already become a well-known symbol of American currency used widely in everyday transactions across the country. The 1966 Washington Quarter does not carry any mint mark, which means it was produced during a special period when the United States Mint removed mint marks from coins between 1965 and 1967, making it a distinct issue in the series. This absence of mint mark is one of the unique features that collectors study closely, because it helps identify the coin as part of the transitional minting period in American coinage history, when production rules were temporarily changed. The coin is made from a copper-nickel clad composition, which replaced the earlier silver content that had been used in quarters before 1965, due to rising silver costs and changes in United States monetary policy during that era in fine condition. The 1966 Washington Quarter shows moderate wear, but still retains clear details of George Washington's portrait and the eagle design on the reverse side, which are important factors in determining its collectible value. Collectors often evaluate the condition of this coin carefully, because even small differences in wear can significantly influence its market value, especially when compared to uncirculated or mint state examples. The historical background of this coin is tied to a time of major change in American coin production, when the United States government adjusted metal composition and minting practices to meet economic demands and maintain stable circulation currency. Although the 1966 Washington Quarter is not considered extremely rare in general circulation examples, it becomes more desirable when found in higher grades or with unusual striking characteristics that appeal to dedicated numismatists. Some collectors seek out error variations or strong strike versions of this coin, which can sometimes increase its value beyond standard circulated examples. Depending on demand and condition in the current coin, the current market value of a 1966 Washington Quarter in fine condition typically ranges from a few dollars to higher amounts, depending on collector interest grading services and overall eye appeal of the specific coin in today's coin market. Most circulated examples remain affordable, but well-preserved pieces with strong details can reach higher values, especially when sold through auctions or specialized coin dealers. The design of the coin remains iconic, with George Washington on the front representing leadership and history, while the reverse features an eagle symbolizing strength and national identity, which adds to its long-lasting popularity. Even though millions of these coins were produced, the passage of time and natural circulation means that high-quality surviving examples are becoming less common, which increases attention from collectors seeking better preserved specimens. The Washington Quarter from 1966 continues to hold a respected place in United States numismatic history and serves as an important example of mid-century coinage during a period of economic and production transition. Next up, Washington Quarter coin of United States is one of the most famous coins in American history. It was first introduced to honor George Washington, who was the first president of United States. The design became very popular among collectors and everyday users because of its strong national meaning. The coin was made from silver in earlier years, and later changed to copper and nickel composition in the year 1967. This coin was produced during a special time in United States coin production history. During this period, the United States Mint removed mint marks from coins for a short time. This means that 1967 quarter coins do not show mint mark letters on them. Many collectors find this feature very interesting, because it makes identification of mint location different. The coin still carries the classic Washington portrait on the front side, which is very detailed. The back side shows an eagle design that represents strength and freedom of the nation. The year 1967 is important for collectors because it is part of the mid-1960s coin production era. During this time, the United States was changing how coins were made due to economic and silver demand reasons. The Washington Quarter of this year is not made of full silver like older versions. Instead, it uses a copper core with a nickel outer layer, which makes it different from earlier silver quarters. Even without silver content, the coin still has strong collector interest due to its historical background. The absence of mint mark is not an error, but a normal feature of that time period. Many new collectors get confused and think it is rare, but it is actually standard for that year. However, coins in very good condition can still become valuable in the collector market. Condition plays a major role in determining value more than anything else for this coin. Coins that look new and uncirculated are more desirable among collectors in today's market. The 67 Washington quarter can have different values depending on condition. A normal used coin usually has value close to its face value in everyday transactions. But coins in excellent condition can reach higher prices in collector sales. Some uncirculated examples can be worth several dollars depending on demand. Rare high-grade examples, certified by grading services, can reach even higher values. Collectors look at details like shine, surface quality, and sharpness of design. Even small scratches or wear can reduce the value significantly. The coin market changes often, so values can go up or down over time. Auction results also influence how much collectors are willing to pay. Online marketplaces have made it easier to find buyers for these coins. One unique feature of the 1967 quarter is the missing mint mark, which is intentional. From 1965 to 1967, the United States Mint stopped using mint marks on most coins. This was done to discourage coin collecting during a period of coin shortage concerns. Because of this, all quarters from that time look similar regardless of where they were made. This historical decision makes the coin an interesting topic for collectors today. It represents a unique moment in United States coin history. The design still follows the traditional Washington quarter style that began in 1932. Collectors often compare it with earlier silver quarters to see differences in metal composition. The coin also has a smooth rim and standard weight for its time. These physical characteristics help experts identify authenticity. The historical background of the Washington quarter begins with honoring George Washington. The United States government wanted to create a coin that represented national pride. The design was selected through artistic competition and became a long-lasting symbol by 1967. The design had already been in use for several decades. The coin continued to be produced in large numbers for circulation. This was a time when coin production was very important for daily commerce. The economy relied heavily on coins for transactions in stores and public services. The Washington portrait became one of the most recognized images in American currency. People across the country used this coin in everyday life. Its long history adds to its importance for collectors today. Collectors today value the 1967 Washington quarter based on several factors. Condition, rarity, and market demand are the main influences on price. Even though it is not extremely rare, it still has steady collector interest. Some people collect it as part of complete Washington quarter sets. Others collect it as a historical example from the 1960s period. Professional grading services can assign quality grades that increase trust in value. Higher graded coins often sell for significantly more money. Collectors also look for original mint luster, which increases appeal. Storage condition over decades affects how much a coin is worth today. Proper care can preserve value for long-term investment purposes. In conclusion, the 1967 Washington quarter without mint mark is an important United States coin. It represents a special time in American mint history when mint marks were temporarily removed. Its design continues the tradition of honoring George Washington on currency. Although it is not extremely rare, it still has value. Depending on condition, collectors appreciate it for its historical background and unique production. Period. The coin remains popular in the market and continues to be collected worldwide. Its value today can range from small face value amounts to higher collector prices. This makes it an interesting coin for both beginners and experienced collectors. Understanding its history helps people appreciate its place in United States numismatic heritage. The 1967 Washington quarter continues to hold its place as a classic American coin. Next up, the Washington quarter series began in 1932 to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States. The design replaced the standing Liberty quarter and quickly became one of the most recognized coins in American numismatic history. The portrait of Washington on the coin was created by sculptor John Flanagan and has remained a symbol of American heritage for decades. By the year 1968, the United States coin system was already in a major transition. Period. The country had moved away from silver quarters in the mid-1960s due to rising silver costs. This change introduced a new era of clad coinage, making the 1968 quarter part of the modern copper and nickel composition series that replaced silver coins in circulation. The 1968 Washington quarter was minted primarily at the Philadelphia Mint facility. In this year, coins from Philadelphia carried no mint mark, which is an important detail for collectors. Many people today search specifically for 1968 quarters without mint marks because they represent Philadelphia production and are part of standard circulation issues from that time. The composition of the 1968 Washington quarter consists of a copper core layered with outer coatings of copper. and nickel. This clad structure was introduced to reduce production costs while maintaining durability and appearance. Although it no longer contains silver, the coin still maintains a bright and attractive finish when preserved in high-grade condition. On the obverse side of the coin, we see the detailed portrait of George Washington facing left. The design includes inscriptions such as Liberty and In God We Trust, along with the year 1968. This classic portrait has remained unchanged for decades, making it one of the most stable and iconic designs in United States coinage history. The reverse side of the coin features an eagle with outstretched wings standing on a bundle of arrows. Surrounded by olive branches, this design represents strength and peace, which are important national symbols of the United States. The detail of the eagle becomes more valuable when the coin is found in sharp strike condition with full feather visibility. Strike quality plays a major role in determining the appeal of a 1968 Washington quarter. Coins that were struck with strong pressure show sharper details and cleaner surfaces. Many collectors look for coins that display full mint luster and minimal contact marks, as these qualities significantly increase collector interest and potential market value. A brilliant, uncirculated 1968 Washington quarter is considered highly desirable in the coin collecting community. This condition means the coin has never been used in circulation and still maintains its original mint shine. Such coins often appear almost flawless with strong reflective surfaces and no visible wear, making them attractive for high-grade collections. While the 1968 quarter is not extremely rare in general circulation, high-grade examples are much harder to find. Coins graded at higher mint state levels, such as MS-66 or MS-67, can be considered scarce due to the difficulty of finding perfectly preserved examples. These high-grade coins often command strong attention from serious collectors. Some 1968 Washington quarters may also include minting errors which increase their uniqueness. These can include double strikes, off-center strikes, or planchet defects. Error coins are always in demand because they are produced accidentally and exist in limited numbers, making each piece one of a kind within the coin collecting world. Collector demand for the 1968 Washington quarter remains steady, especially among those building complete Washington quarter sets. Many collectors aim to acquire one example from each year in the series, making the 1968 issue an essential piece for completion. This consistent demand helps maintain its presence in the numismatic market. The current market value of a 1968 Washington quarter depends heavily on condition. In average circulated condition, the coin may only be worth its face value of 25 cents. However, in brilliant, uncirculated condition, especially high grades, the value can rise to several dollars, and in top mint state examples, it can reach significantly higher prices in the collector market at auctions and coin shows. High-grade 1968 quarters have been observed selling for prices ranging from a few dollars to over $100, depending on certification and quality. Coins graded by professional grading services often achieve stronger prices because collectors trust the verified condition and authenticity of the piece. In conclusion, the 1968 Washington quarter dollar coin remains an important part of United States coin history. It represents the transition to modern clad coinage and continues to attract collectors due to its design, condition, rarity, in high grades, and potential market value. Whether found in circulation or preserved in brilliant condition, it remains a fascinating collectible in today's numismatic world. Thanks for watching.